Today's movie coaster contest experience is WALL-E, created by Tjebsol. WALL-E is a 2008 American computer animated science fiction film produced by Pixar Animation Studios and released by Walt Disney Pictures. I absolutely love WALL-E, love the show, kind of want to go rewatch it again now. The reason I like it so much is because he's like a mini Pixar version of the original Johnny Five Alive robot from Short Circuit, and I just so happen to be a fan of Johnny Five Alive. All right, everybody, stay tuned, and we'll get right on into WALL-E. Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny Five Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight Movie Coaster Contest Edition. Today we're looking at WALL-E, created by Tjebsol, and here they say, "Hi Johnny, what's the best Pixar movie ever made?" Well, that's clearly WALL-E. The movie inspired me to build this coaster inside of him. I didn't want it to be too big. It's actually a 4K blueprint. I hope you enjoy the experience and keep up the good work. All the best, Tjebsol. Wow, that's a short introduction, and I can't believe this is only 4,000 pieces when my computer is getting 20 FPS on this. What is happening here? We will find out in just a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the coaster station. I have no idea why this creation is murdering my computer, but hey, I'm a fan of WALL-E. I'm a fan of coasters. This is going to be quite the combination. Green across the board. There's a look at all the results, you guys, and let's get right onto this WALL-E coaster, starting with the spoiler. Oh my goodness gracious. We're gonna go in seat view. Actually, let's do track. Avoid the flailing guests. All right, let's get into it. Holy freaking Toledos. If you guys were wondering why the coaster would drastically speed up then slow down, that actually wasn't the coaster speed at all. It was the frame rate. When I look up, the frame rate is 60 FPS. When I look down, it's less, a lot less. And something is killing my computer. What is this? Okay, that's 4,000 objects. That's 4,000. That's 2,000. So while you did say this is a 4,000 piece blueprint WALL-E, these big junk piles around it are much more. If we add this all up, it's 26,000. That just still doesn't seem right. I've ran parks and things at the hundreds of thousands. What is killing the frame rate in here? Usually it's like a bunch of how many guests are in here? Only 500. This is flabbergasting. I'm so curious. So what is causing that? It's like down here, it's starting to rip and tear. Something down here is just murdering my computer. I have no idea. Is it the lights? How many lights are in here? Interesting to say the least. I would love to know what's causing that, because nothing is standing out as like a, you know, there's no red flags here. There's nothing causing red flags. It's not the part count. There's no images. What happens if we delete these boxes? What are these boxes anyways? Oh my god, that could be it. You got to think of all the polygons on these car models, and you've made walls of them. But it makes the little compact thingies really incredible. Oh, I can feel my computer speeding up. Oh my goodness, it was those causing it. Okay, well, should we ride it again? Maybe ride it at night. Oh, but before we do that, I have to show you guys something. This was one of my first creations in Planet Coaster. Look at the baby WALL-E. I made a Looney Balloons WALL-E shop, and yeah, it's like a little micro build. This is the size of a shop in Planet Coaster, so it's really, really tiny. Not much bigger than a person, I would say, you know, or the height of a shop that a person would go into, and just added the little WALL-E elements. And now we have the mother WALL-E, the big boy. And now that I look at this, I'm actually quite impressed how I managed to get all these little details on the eyes and use pieces small enough to make his head. But is his head... Did I get the proportions right? I think I did. Look at that. We got this, like, his slots, right? Because he could move his arms backwards and it would slot up. I think I even got those details. I did. It was a little bit more difficult to do with the smaller version. Got more room to work with on the big one. Adorable. We got to give him some gigantic balloons. But the fun doesn't end there. Made a Johnny 5 Alive robot. So obviously that's where I get my nickname from, Johnny 5 Alive. This is Channel 5 Gaming. It all stems from the original Short Circuit creation. I thought I did a pretty good job of this. He needed to be this big for me to get the amount of details that are in the Johnny 5 Alive robot. And obviously, if you put him next to Wally, he looks very much like a miniature Johnny 5 Alive, and takes inspiration, at the very least, from the original Johnny 5 Alive robot from the 80s, I believe it was, or early 90s. Not entirely sure. So yeah, there they are. Now that the game is running properly, why don't we give this a ride at nighttime? Perfect. We got one entering or leaving the station now. Let's check it out. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, a much smoother coaster experience, a crazy spaghetti mess within the Wally belly, the belly of the Wally. Interesting choice to do the coaster inside of a giant Wally. I'm not mad at it, but it's still just it's still a curious decision. The Wally universe is so crazy and so amazing. Like, they have the big ship in the sky. Like, maybe you could have done the ship in the sky. I mean, you did say it's a 4,000 piece blueprint and that's all you had time for, or something like that. So maybe I understand the reasoning there. I'm just trying to think, if you were to do a Wally, what the junkyard of the Earth would look like. Maybe the coaster goes up into space, into the giant spaceship where all the people are sitting on their lazy chairs. That'd be very ambitious, though. And I can see the reasoning behind this. You got to create a giant Wally, which is quite adorable and fun. I know I had fun making my baby Wally, so you know it's impressive. Nonetheless, that there's a coaster inside that belly, inside that Wally. So I mean, it's a fun design. It's certainly cool, but it doesn't really tell the story or the movie experience of Wally. Sure, that is Wally from the movie. We definitely got that there, but the movie experience is lacking a little bit. So maybe not going to blow us out of the water in terms of movie experience, but still a very fun creation. And that's what I love about these contests. Sometimes you don't have to tell the whole experience of a movie. You could just create something fun from a movie, and we definitely have that here with the gigantic Wally. So super fun, super creative. I'm a fan of it. I like it. You got Johnny 5 Alive, you got Wally, and you got gigantic Wally with a coaster inside. That's cool. I'm a fan. There we go. So, round of applause for Tjebsol. What did you guys think of the giant Wally? Leave your comments down below. Are you a fan? Do you like Wally? And is it your favorite Pixar movie? And if not, what is your favorite Pixar movie? Love to know what your favorite Pixar movie is, so fire away down in the comments. And that is going to do it for me in today's episode of Coaster Spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the Legend Builders. Bye now.